played, came out strong, didn't allow much. They scored on a power play and took the life out of us a bit. Second period, just deflated for 40 minutes. I really don't have any answer for it.
I guess at this point in the year, this obviously needs to stop, but there's way too many of these games of 5-0, 3-0, all this stuff that for a team that's fighting for a playoff spot.
Needed to stop about a month and a half ago. We've put ourselves in a hole that we're going to need a fantastic run and we're going to need help. We've put ourselves in a deep, deep hole, and the guys in the locker room are the only guys that are going to be able to get us out of it. It starts at the top. Our best players haven't been our best players, and it's a trickle-down effect. Guys see the top players cheating, they do too.
I know it's a team game, and this may not be fair to put you in this spot, but you need to start getting some saves from your goaltender.
I can't blame the goalie. If it's one game, maybe, but it's 15 to 20 games. It's not the goalies. It's the coverage. It's just discipline. I think penalties again are 6-1, and them can't stay out of the box. Can't put that type of pressure on the penalty kill. And like we know, our goalie is such a big part of the penalty kill. And when you put that type of pressure on the four guys in the ice and him, you're going to score.
Is this team still listening to the coach?
Yeah, I mean, we're coming to the rink every day and working hard. I don't think it's work ethic. I think it's a little bit of stupidity more than anything. Stupidity and frustration. We put ourselves in terrible spots. You look at the goals that they're scoring tonight. We're putting ourselves in terrible situations.
Saturday night, and we welcome in our hockey analyst, Jamie McLennan. And Jamie, you're around this team as much as anyone, and considering the free-for-all and considering the body language that you see on the ice, what's your reaction to hearing Mark Stone?
Mark Stone is the pulse of that team. He's very competitive, and he wants to win night in and night out. Yeah, I'm around this team a lot, and he's not wrong in his comments, because when you look at their body of work last season, yeah, they may have overachieved a little bit, losing to the Pittsburgh Penguins in the conference final in Game 7 in overtime, but they are not as bad as what you see this season. So inconsistencies, and it starts with their top players, the trickle-down effect. Yes, can Craig Anderson be better and more consistent? Absolutely. Erik Karlsson, same thing. Mark Stone's not only calling out the players around him, he's talking about his play, his body of work. Mike Hoffman, Duchesne, there are players in that dressing room that have to be a lot better, a lot more consistent, and play within Guy Boucher's system as far as having success. They did it last year. They've got to do it this year to even try and get some respectability and climb back in the standings.
It took 95 points to get a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference last year, so that means that they would need 63 points over their last 45 games. So the big question is, where do you go next if you're the Ottawa Senators?
Well, it has to happen in that dressing room. I just mentioned top players playing like top players. If they played a lot more consistent and played to the capabilities, then you would see them get some points in the standings. Yeah, they're going to need some help. They're going to need a massive run, but they're not as bad as what you see in the standings right now. Yeah, they're not as good as what you saw last year, but they can climb the standings and they can get some wins and put together some wins if they play up to their potential. They haven't done that consistently at all this season.
8 months ago, it was the Ottawa Senators knocking out the Boston Bruins from the playoffs. As we enter 2018, talk about going in two totally different directions.